Hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. This is Wesley calling
Hey everybody.
the Central Ohio Game Dev Group. Might have got some feedback because I was listening to audio, but we'll see. I don't know. So, alright. Good to hear everybody. Let's go ahead and switch on over to our pretty faces. Good, good. Caleb can hear us. Bloop. And then you can see us. Hello, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going today?
So it is April 24th, not 27th. I got that wrong when I was typing stuff up. And I don't know, it's a pretty good day. We had some weird snow last week. But it looks like that's kind of, the craziness has kind of gone down. That's the kind of funny thing with April. Sometimes you just get these like spoofed winter days.
I'm in denial we had that much snow. No.
My my cats were freaking out when they saw that. They were just like, "What? This was supposed to be gone." And then I'm like, "It'll be just for the day. It'll be fine." Like my cat was meowing off his head, like, "What happened outside?" Like it's fine. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I mean, this will be a pretty casual day. So normally what we have with our game dev meetups is a couple of different presenters. And just we will have some announcements to go over. But what we kind of wanted to do today is just kind of chill with everybody and just kind of have a fun stream. We're going to be looking at a convention I'm going to showcase a little bit more of. Some of you may already know about it. And then we're going to talk a little bit about like what we are. So let's kind of start off with a introduction. So if you don't know me, for those of you who are on our stream looking in the future or currently right now, if you see our YouTube stream, which is where you are looking at this now, there's a chat channel. Say hi, and if you're new, let us know. We always love to see new faces, and just kind of getting a chance to kind of get to know everyone. So my name is Wesley Adams. I've been working with the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, or COG is like you like to say because it's a lot easier to say. For a while. A couple of you are like veterans here that've known me for a while. We're all online right now still. For this month, and we have announced that we will be doing it next month. As my cat likes to walk in front of me. He's going to bed. So, but yeah, so like we're really excited to have everybody here. We've done a lot of revamping with online stuff, so we're kind of continuing on until we can kind of meet in person. So we've been usually doing our game dev meetups at a co-working place called the Idea Foundry. So that is the norm usually as of before the whole like work from home. So we've been doing that for years. And then I work with a local game studio called Multivarious Games. My day job is in e-learning with a company called CineMedia. And yeah, I do game dev on the side too. So like a lot of what my background is in art, 3D animation, 2D animation, design, and I've been looking more into game development for Unity too. So um, yeah, so that's kind of my background, and I wanted to hand it over to my co-host.
Hey
Uh,
everybody, I'm Scott. Let's face it, if you're here watching, you probably recognize the two of
right.
us.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, just echoing Wes, been working with you fine folks for a long time. Always excited to talk to you guys, always excited to hear what you're working on. Been doing community development for quite a while now. And basically, we're just here to help you, or to help facilitate getting people together to work on games, answering questions as a community, and getting resources, or at least finding resources for everyone. That's what we're here for, and creating fun events like this, whether it be online or in person, hopefully in the very near future.
Yeah, cool. And then someone else that helps us out as well. We got like a lot of helpers, but another person that helps with our events is Caleb Eno. He couldn't make it with us today, but he's very much a part of what we actually were doing last week and a lot of our events. But last week, if you were there. We had our, I think it was last week, right? Or was it the week before?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay. We had our Let's Play series, so that's something we're going to talk a little bit more of, but he helps us with a lot of different things. We're going to go over some of our events that are coming up, just so you're aware of. And then Let's Play will be one of those too, so that's like the third Sunday of the month. So, cool.
And it was
Um,
we so the Let's Play, just to talk about that a little bit, that we went over was, we typically do themes, which I'm sure Wes is going to cover.
yeah.
But we played a game I've never played before, Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop, which was a management game, which you guys voted on for us to play. I've never played that game. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool.
Yeah, those are really neat
It
to
was it was it was cute and funny too. Everything potato based. That was really cool.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at that as one of my top favorites because I was like, that just looks kind of fun. So, but cool. Yeah, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can do this seamlessly. We'll find out. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to our announcements. Awesome. Cool. Does everybody see that? So we kind of just do a little bit of information as we're kind of going through, so I'll kind of go through these. But yeah, we are the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, a collection of developers help each other make games. And this is, both in Ohio and externally. We've got actually a lot of folks that kind of stopped by our Discord, and we have a lot of fun, like getting to know each other, getting to help each other. Whether that's you got a question in programming, or you got a question in art or music or design, or just want to talk with folks. Whether you're a seasoned veteran, whether you're hobbyist, professional, we want to help funnel everybody to our group and help them out. So yeah, we've collaborated with folks locally to the Central Ohio area. So there's like a lot of universities and colleges like CCAD, Columbus State, OSU. We also work with some sister sites. There's some pretty prominent ones in Ohio. Cincinnati has an IGDA chapter, which is International Game Developer Association like group. I forget. Did I get the acronym
I
right?
think you did, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool. But IGDA is just kind of what this is called. Each state can have a chapter. There, that's ours for like them, and it's great. They help get resources for different things. Brandon there is pretty good, and then we have Cleveland. Actually, is where Scott used to kind of reign in game dev land, and they do a lot of really cool stuff up there too. So, and then there's plenty other places. There's Dayton, there's Youngstown, all kinds of different locations. And our goal is just to kind of help connect people. So especially if you're in that area and you want to get to know those people, let us know. We probably know them. We can probably get you connected and get you talking with folks.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, and then we have our our three events that are reoccurring each month. So pretty much almost every week we've got something new. Our second Friday of the month is our prototype and play series. So that is one that we host in our Discord channel. And basically, what happens is if you want to showcase either a finished game or a work in progress, both are absolutely welcomed. And you want to have feedback on that, or any project that's game dev related, we will create for you a channel, two channels in fact, one that is a text channel and one that's a voice channel. And all night from May 14th from 6 to 9 p.m., people could stop by, chat with you, talk with you, give you feedback, or even just kind of chill. Like that's kind of a nice Friday night. Maybe you're grabbing some pizza or something like that, and just having a drink or so, and then just kind of chilling. That's our time to kind of get to know each other, and just kind of hang out for the night. Um, we have the third Sunday of the month is our Let's Play series. So that's the one that Scott was talking about that Caleb helps to host. Scott's usually on there. I try to make it if I can. Sometimes those Sundays are hard for me to get in, but they're a lot of fun. So basically, the way that it works is about a week or more in advance, we try to send out a theme. This month was management. Um, So we send out a theme, and then we have a Discord channel that you can post ideas of games that you might want to play. So then we try to collect those, bring up the top whatever 5 sometimes, or 10 if there's a lot, and then Caleb sends out a post for a poll, and we vote on the top ones and try to get that on there. Sometimes we do, depending on the game types and the game's length, we sometimes do a couple of games, but at the very least we'll do one, and it's from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the third Sunday of the month. In May, it's going to be different based on the schedule because the Saturday landed on the 1st of May. Uh, it was going to be May 16th, I think. And I was like, well, that's 2 days from prototype and play, so that might be too short of a notice. So we pushed it. So we pushed it to the fourth Sunday. I probably should update that. So it's the fourth Sunday of the month, not the third, for May. Usually it's the third. But for May, it's the fourth, and it's going to be May 23rd. So just kind of a little note change there. We got our GameDev Meetup, which is actually where you're here now. This is always the last Saturday of the month. Um, so pretty easy. Whatever the last Saturday is, that's what we try to do. Unless there's some like events that overlap it. Sometimes we have like game jams or something that overlap it, and we'll pull it or we'll push it the next month or something. But in May, it's the 29th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And again, that's just there to bring in announcements. Usually there's like presentations and Q&A. So if you have something you want to showcase, it could be anything game dev related. We'll give you about 15, 20 minutes. I mean, we can go longer. We've definitely gone longer, especially if there's like not a lot of presenters. We'll let it go for a while if the momentum keeps moving. But we try to keep it fairly bite size. So if you're interested, let us know. That Game Dev Meetup also, if you go to our meetup events, meetups.com/the dash cog, you'll find all our events. Those are updated. Those are all online this month. And if you want to say present at the Game Dev Meetup, every single uh, description in those notes will have our Google form that you can fill out presenter information. So it's just a really quick questionnaire that gives us your contact information, what you're presenting, and what we'll do is we'll reach out to you to get you more information. So um, we do have a website, thecog.com, so it is official. That's going to give you everything that you need for anything cog related. So if you're like, hey, I don't remember the meetup page, the Facebook group, the Discord, YouTube, current events, all kinds of stuff, and we're looking to add more. Um, you should find everything there. So definitely use that, have fun with it, um, and just as well as you can see, our uh, meetup has all our events. Facebook is a great way to kind of talk to folks. We've been on Facebook in our Facebook group for a while, so it's a great place to go. Discord is a new one. For about a year or so, we've been doing this now, and it's a lot of fun. So if you have things that you want to talk about in person directly, or even direct message us, just let us know if there's anything that you want us to talk about, or if you have questions, comments, or concerns. Please reach out to us. That's Scott, Caleb, and Caleb and myself. We're happy to help if you have any questions or concerns. So let us know. And then our YouTube channel has all our events. We don't stream the prototype and play there just because it's more casual, but we do post the Let's Play and the Game Dev Meetup events here. So after this event, this will go up on the YouTube channel. So if you missed it, you can always check back later. So cool. All right. So news and events, not a whole lot has changed. I will say that for our COG website, if you have things that you would like to see, um, let us know. We'd love to add more to it. We've got some plans in the works. They just might take some more time. We've got phases in terms of what we want to evolve the website to. But now that we have that, if there's something that you want to showcase, or even if you have like say photos or announcements that you want to showcase, let us know. We can try to our best to kind of showcase them. We can't just post every single thing, but we're looking to have some direct news feed from you all so that people going there can kind of see information. Um, in May, as I mentioned before, we're still online. Things are getting better, right? Like I think I just wanted to kind of notate the elephant in the room, right? Like things are getting better, but they still are a little bit risque, I would say, for larger events. And that's the thing is like we're definitely looking to have like our usual numbers for our like our live events that we normally had. And those events, so like 30, 40, 50 some people. So we'd love to have those events safely. So we're still pushing out in May. Again, we're doing this every month. Usually on the last Saturday, we get everything kind of. I mean, we talk a lot about what's coming up, but for May, we are still staying um, in person. There's things coming up that we're looking into, but I think we are just
Remote,
still taking things
remote.
month to month, right? So, but
Just clarification. You said in May we're staying in person. We're in May we're still remote.
yeah, still remote. Did I say in
Yeah,
person? Yeah, I
yeah, you
was.
did.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think everyone understood
we're
what you
not
meant.
in
But
person. We are
yeah,
all online.
exactly.
Make that clear. So sorry about that. Yeah. My mind's a going. But yeah, but it's good news. I think like now that vaccines are readily available for a lot of people, I think that'll help. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna have some really cool stuff coming up. Just as a note, I think some of you are talking about different events coming up. I know some folks are seeing events that are big, like confirming later dates. So I know that PAX is I can't remember which ones, but PAX like the summer ones they're not doing, but they're hopeful for the fall ones. So I know that was an announcement through Twitter like about a month or so ago. Um, and then I know a couple of you saw like our local events, like what's the retro game convention?
Oh, there's a couple of them.
Well, it's the main one.
I'm drawing a blank. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, I forget. But there's a couple of them that were going to try to do it last year, but they are going to try to do it this year again in the fall. So that could be the potential. And then I know I saw some folks in our community talk about Maker X. That's another one that, excuse me, is going to be coming down the pipeline. It sounds like they might try to do later. So I mean, it's going to be crazy. I know people like are talking about GDEX. GDEX, we're still not sure. Um, we're still carefully looking at the different information. Although I will say that as of what I've seen, uh, Torgs, yes, thank you. Around September, Korgs is around October. Yeah, so those are potentials. Yeah, thank you, Turret. Um, so GDEX still working on stuff. I know there's things kind of moving on in the background. So we'll see how those things go there, and we'll keep you posted as soon as we get more information. I know a lot of folks have been asking, you know, like, hey, are we doing this, in person or is it online? Like, what's going on? We're still deciding. So I think there's a lot of different things that need to move, but we're kind of doing some planning around that outside of that. So, oh, it's done. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm used to just saying you're the one. So awesome, cool, good job. Yeah. So hey, John. Cool. All right. So I think that kind of leads us into our presentations for today. So I think it's just going to be the one. I'm just going to showcase a really cool convention called Ludo Narocon. And actually, I got this from a friend of ours in our community. George Zeitz is a really good guy that's been working with us. He actually works with Caleb Eno in a new company that actually opened up in Columbus, which is called Digimancy. If you are interested in a game job, you should check out Digimancy Entertainment, I think, right? So they have some jobs they're looking for. So if you're interested in that, and I'm always trying to showcase, like if you guys are looking to get into the industry, different locations. There's a remote site I send up a couple days on our Facebook page. So there's all kinds of stuff. So if you're really interested in getting into game development, let us know. We got a lot of resources we can help you out with and get started. So, but yeah, so George is actually I think he's a speaker this year too. I saw his face on some of the stuff, and so he might actually be at the convention. So this is from like yesterday through like the 23rd through the 26th is when this will be running. So, but basically it's a narrative based game convention, online convention, And what's really cool is that they run and stream stuff all day, all weekend. They have different talks. They have developers talking about their game. You can talk to them in person. I mean, not in person, but like talk to them online and get feedback, which is really cool. And I was really surprised because I really like narrative games, but I was really surprised like how many different types of games that were out there. So that's kind of what I wanted to showcase. Yeah, and I want to go ahead and thanks, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb went ahead and posted the job board in the chat channel. So if you want to look at Digimancy, you can. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and showcase. We're gonna look over the Ludo Narocon a little bit and just kind of showcase some of the stuff there. And then I have some things that I wanted to ask later because what we're going to do is after the presentation, we're going to go and talk about, we're going to go to our Discord channel. And in the general chat slash voice channel, the general channel, we're going to just kind of hang out. And if you have, you want to catch up with folks, and if you're new, you want to ask us questions or just chat for a bit, like we'll be here for a little bit and get to know one another. But I always like to do questions of the month. And so the question of the month is, what are your favorite types of stories? So like personally, like I was talking to Scott about this, like one of my favorite games, my inspirational games growing up, and Caleb will say this too, I think, like the Myst
Now
games.
I'll echo it too. Same here.
Yeah, yeah. So we're really into Myst, Riven, and all those different Cyan games. Um, just because they're just like really cool environments and just different stories about world building and just really cool characters and whatnot. But it really got me into reading. I actually had this like I think it was like a 300 400 page book that I just read all about the prequel to the Myst games. It was really neat. Um, so the question is, what kind of stories do you like, and are they in video games? Right. So I like world building stories. So there's a lot of those types of stories. And are they in video games? Yes. I think there could be more. But the other question is, how are they in games, or how would you like to see them in games? So we'll talk about that later in our discussions in the Discord. So, and Scott posted the Discord chat channel in there. So I think we're good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of switch back to us for a bit so I can swap out. So you can see our faces one more time.
No one wants to see that.
They probably do for context. They probably do. So, okay. And now I'm going to switch it back. Cool. Seamless is the way to go. All right. So cool. All right. So this is Ludo Narocon. Actually, kind of be interested in the namesake. But what it is, this is our landing page or their landing page. I say ours, but um, we have. Let me Ludo Naracon, yeah, ludonaracon.com. So that's pretty simple to kind of remember. But what they have is when you have this enter Ludo Naracon button, this will take you to Steam. But I kind of want to go through some of these too, just so you kind of get familiar with what's here. So they have the introducing the supporter pack. So that's kind of like a game from the developers of this con. It's kind of cool. You should check it out. They have some stuff on Steam that can kind of showcase, this, different types of games that they're kind of working on, but just kind of a neat con game. And then they have exhibitors, so you should check them out. They actually have some folks in here that actually have gone to GDEX and whatnot, so definitely check them out. Some of my favorite are like Spiritfarer. I actually help support this Genesis Noir, which you haven't checked out that game. It's so cool. It's like a very abstract, like hand drawn 3D but 2D. It's like so. It's really hard to describe, but it's like basically you're trying to stop the bullet of time from destroying the universe, and it's really weird. It's really hard to describe, but you should definitely check it out because it's a really cool game. They got Disco Elysium, which is a really awesome story-based game. If you haven't tried that, definitely check it out. There's a lot of really good stuff here. And again, some of these I've never even heard, so I'm going to have to take some time today to kind of look through this. But a lot of times what they do is you can listen to the developers, look at these games, and a lot of times they'll have them at a discount too, right? Because it's all on Steam, and then you can buy them up at a bunch of them, for a good package of neat narrative games, and kind of support the developers, right? So, oh, Beacon Pines is on here too. I just supported them, so yeah, it's cool stuff. Chicory is from the Finji folks, so they're the folks that did Night in the Woods, if you know them. So they got a couple of games on here. They're a great publisher that's gone to GDEX with us before, so they're pretty cool. So so you can check out some of the speakers. It looks like they have, at least for now, Friday, Saturday. So coming up right now, they have their bite-sized talks. So check out some of these like really cool events. They got fireside chats throughout the day, and yeah, it's just kind of a neat casual thing that you can play in the background while you're kind of like just making games or just chilling out for the day. Oh, there's George. See, I told you he's in there somewhere. So yeah, they got some really cool people. So let me go ahead and move into Steam. Now I will say, like, this is pretty, like, I don't know, it's really neat, but I will say that I I can't really vet any of this stuff, so I will try. Oh, George is there now. That's funny. So yeah, so what they have is, it could be anything. So I don't think they're gonna have any like sensitive viewing, but just so you know, this is live, so please pardon our, you know, as we put in our streams, like our non kid friendly stuff, just because things can kind of pop up. But I think for the most part, you should be good. So we'll move away from that for sure. But yeah, basically, kind of want to showcase is that, like I said, they're doing you know talks right now. So in the beginning, they have their live events here, but over here on the left side, they have all kinds of different events that you can go to. So you can actually obviously see the chat. Oh, I'm not signed in. I could have said hi. Okay, that's fine. But anyways, so but then they also have like people who have their games, and you can listen to the devs as they kind of talk through stuff, and they kind of go through their thought process. So if there's a game in here, they're like, hey, I kind of wonder what they're into. Check it out. There's I'd love to see this one. This is one I actually bought last year. It's Paradise Killer. Pretty neat like detective game, but it's like semi, like a lot of these are usually like narrative like talking games, but it's actually semi 3D too. Genesis Noir. It's pretty neat. Like this is what I was talking about. Like just like you're picking up sunflower seeds to kind of grow like a plant in the ground to be able to get past obstacles. It's really really
Hmm.
interesting. So yeah, it's a neat game. It's definitely very abstract and avant-garde or whatever, you know. so
Absolutely. Yeah.
definitely
That's cool.
so definitely check them out. Um, and then they got like different broadcasts that are coming out throughout the day. So if you see a game that you want to get to talk to your developers with, then just kind of keep an eye on them, and you'll find them later. So they have all kinds of different exhibitors, and a lot of them are at discounts, as you can see. And so, like, usually what I do is I just kind of like, find a couple of these, and they do have packs usually. I don't know if they have them this year, but last year they had like, I don't know, detective story pack, right? And they had like 5 games there, and they'd all be at a discount altogether. So they have some pretty cool stuff that you can go through. Oh, Nuts was pretty funny. Basically, you're like, in, you're kind of like a park ranger, sort of, but like you're a researcher. You're basically like observing squirrels, but you have all these tools that you're supposed to set up like a camera and watch people or watch these squirrels and like capture their movements and stuff and track them. But like it turns out to be something crazier. And what's really neat is it's, as you can see, it's like a very like strange, like almost inverted visual, like almost you're looking through an infrared camera. So it's a really unique game.
Oh yeah.
So, uh, definitely check that one out. You can watch. It looks like you can watch stuff in their archive, which is kind of cool. And then yeah, got their sponsors. So yeah, so definitely check it out. I didn't want to spend like all day on this, obviously, but there's all kinds of like different, um, other links that you can go through, so you can check it out. But yeah, I just want to kind of do a shout out that today. I mean, especially if you've got not a lot going on this weekend, this could be something fun to put in the background, listen to some developers, and yeah, just support your local game devs. Definitely, always support your local game devs, right?
Yep. And you're
So,
indie.
but yeah, so that's kind of all I wanted to showcase. And let me see if I can go back to us. So cool. But yeah, so not a whole lot today, and wouldn't have been like really that long today. But what we're gonna go ahead and do is just kind of taper it off for today, and then we'll catch you guys and gals and the prototype and play, which will be the second Friday of the month, and we'll catch you there. So if you have anything that you want to showcase, you can always let us know, and we'll try to set you up with an event, either something like prototype and play, or our game dev meetup, and get you kind of rocking and rolling there. So one other thing I wanted to note, just as kind of an update, and I'll kind of show that here. Look behind the scenes, my crazy discords. Uh, but yeah, so I wanted to showcase our Discord channel. Um, just for those of you who may not be familiar, we have our prototype and play events. So this is kind of where we would do that. We have our basically, if you have like some of these are disabled, but we're kind of adding these, and what we've been doing now is like kind of saving those channels, just so they're not deleted, and stacking them. We will probably delete them over time. So if like a couple months from now you have a prototype and play, um, and you want to kind of go back to it, but it's like 6 months later, we may have deleted it by then. But what we're trying to do is kind of save them instead of deleting them month to month. So that way, if you needed to post stuff about your game or whatever, we can just make it live. If you can come back to another prototype and play, but that's a great place to post resources. And if it's disabled, that just means we're not showing it to the public. You can see this because it's my channel, our channels as mods. But then you also get like a voice channel, right? So you get two. So that's our category, prototype and play, and then our community just has pretty much everything else. We have our general channel that you can post stuff to. Our dev help is really good, especially if you're like say it, we get a lot of folks that are like having a programming issue or just question in general for game devs. Just post it there. We got a lot of like great people that are happy to help, at least point you in the right direction. And what I would say is, if you're talking and talking and you're like, oh man, just be easier just to explain this in person. That's what this channel down here is for, the peer support channels. So you can say, hey, if you've got the time, like, no, again, no pressure, because I know people may or may not have time to be able to talk in person, but if they do, that's a great place to go to, is the peer support channels. And you can talk there and kind of walk it through. You could stream just like we're streaming here. I could stream my desktop down here in our notes. But yeah, just a great way to kind of showcase that. And then we have obviously our art channel, our sound channel. We have a Let's Play channel, which I probably should put that here. Yeah. And that's where we're going to post stuff about our monthly Let's Play event. So if you want to be involved in that, like either asking about or talking about different games you want for a genre that we're thinking about doing, that's where you would chat in here. And then they'll have the poll in there as well, all kinds of good stuff. Art channel, sound channel, share your games is a great way to share your game. So if you're like doing a Kickstarter or something like that, or just find a game fun to share, just put it in there. We love to hear if there's new stuff coming out.
We've
Random's
had
a
a
great.
few. We've
Oh,
had a few screenshot Saturdays in there too.
oh yeah, yeah. And we do have a screenshot Saturday. Well, I kind of wonder if we should merge those two. But either way, we want to see your progress. So if you like are working on something and you can showcase it, we'd love to see some updates on your games as well. So yeah. And then we have a random and pets channel. Obviously, those are just for fun. We also have our music channel. This is kind of neat. This is where you can kind of go in here, and we've got the links up here, but we use a bot called Rhythm Bot, and you can find all the different like commands that you can use. But basically, you can stream uh, the YouTube channel or whatever streaming location in here, and then whatever voice channel you're in, you can actually have music there, and other people can listen to you. Oh, I see. Yeah. Sorry, what was it?
No, I'm just looking at my little face in the corner.
Oh,
I'm doing
yeah.
my Vanna White for you.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we've got a music channel, we got jobs and collaboration channels. So that's a great place if you're looking for jobs. We usually post that pretty frequently as we find stuff. If you know any game jams, we have that there. And then game time is just like if you want to play a game, uh, let us know, or you can join with other people and collaborate. Like, what was it? Like, shoot, the last, not the
Among
Among
Us?
Us. That's the one.
Yeah.
Among Us, or like a Jackbox game. You can kind of coordinate them here. So cool. All right. So that's our Discord. Just for those of you who haven't had a chance to take a look at it, but yeah, that's it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna sign off for today, and then we're gonna go and jump in the general channel. So you can hang out there and talk to us, and again, ask questions like about anything game dev. We're going to talk about like narratives today, just because that's kind of a fun theme. But in general, if yeah, if you have anything you want to just talk about or just hang out, like that's the place to go, and we'll be there for I don't know about a couple minutes, an hour or so, and just kind of chill today. So
Yeah. Come on over, follow that Discord link that we put in YouTube, and come join the conversation. This is what we normally did when with our in-person events. We would go out, grab some drinks, and just hang out. And we miss you guys, so
yeah,
come on over. We want to hear your voice again.
yeah,
Or if you want to play a game, maybe we can play something too. Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah. Let's figure it out. So yeah, so join us in Discord. The link should be um, in the chat channel, and then yeah, we'll catch you there. And then if nothing else, you guys and gals have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next time, and yeah, we'll catch you later. I don't know how to end these, so but anyways, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you in the prototype and play event.
Yeah.
So
See you guys later.
bye bye.